Hi.
Oh, yeah, you're on. We're on, folks. Welcome back to this week's Biz Besties. We're your hosts, Nicole and Kayla. We're just doing a little mic check before we hit record here or before we got going. We're going to get right into it because we have lots to say about what problem are you actually solving. This is a hot topic. We want to know, do you got some easy yeses ready to go for your people? Can you ever think of a time where something was an easy yes for you? But because we've got this drill, where we always go over what we're grateful for first. Kayla, what are you grateful for today?
I am grateful for my trainer, Josh, who is an easy yes. He solves my problem every single week. I go to him, he gives me a workout program, he keeps me accountable. He's super friendly and in a good mood every single time I talk to him, whether it's 6 in the morning or 6 at night. Josh is on it. So I'm grateful for him today.
I am grateful for our new mastermind and for Slack. Our
Mm.
mastermind is essentially held in Slack. We have one call a month and then all the other communications done through Slack. And I just am loving every time I open up my computer or phone and I see there's a new notification of somebody introducing themselves or people. We've got a new friend. We're all meeting up in Orange County in 2 weeks, and we've got a friend who's up for early morning workouts in the sunshine on the beach. I'm like, is this my dream life? Yes, it is. So I'm so grateful we said yes to Chris Harder's mastermind and that we have put ourselves in a whole new arena.
Absolutely. I'm grateful for that too.
Yeah. Okay, so we were chit-chatting and we were talking about how March is the month of sales. That's what I've been saying on the podcast. We're here in midway through our mini mastermind cash flow. We're always talking about sales and Align CEO method. Sales is the name of the game. It's what differentiates you from having a business that is a business or a business that is more like a hobby. It's sales, it's cash flow, it's money in the door. And we see that people that aren't making sales in their business have not been able to clearly identify what problem they're solving for people. And if people know that, because if you're like, I solve this particular problem, but you're not being vocal and visible about it, or your messaging is wonky, or you've got many offers, and then so they're like, what? How do you solve my problem? You do 10 different things. You're the Jill of all trades. It's be known for the person who solves this particular problem, and everybody will refer you and everybody will come
Mhm.
to you and you will be the guru of that said thing. We've talked about this many times. The problem you're solving doesn't have to be life changing, world hunger, whatever it might be. Our nail tech, Kim, she solves a serious problem for us when we're feeling like we've got some wonky looking nails,
Some janky nails.
some
It's not gonna
janky
do.
nails. We don't want those kind of nails. So Kim solves those problems. She makes them look real good. That's a problem. That's solved. It's an easy yes for me. Sign me up. Okay, let's get into it.
If people are not saying yes, if you do not have enough sales in the door, I want you to stop and think right now. Are you giving the people what they need? Are you delivering exactly what they need to solve their? We
Mm.
have so many examples that to us are crystal clear of things that we've done to solve people's problems or things that people have done for us to solve our problems, and they're not all product problem solved. Of course, there are problems solved with my new iPhone because my old battery used to die all the time. Okay, that was an amazing problem to solve. Ordering this cord off Amazon because the cord died. Okay, also amazing. But we really want to talk about service oriented problems that are solved and why people are just like, yeah, that's exactly what I need right now.
Okay, so here's an example of when we've said yes to something. And the reason that I'm choosing this particular example is because it wasn't an immediate yes right away. And don't discount the people who aren't immediate yes right away.
Mhm.
Kayla and I, a year ago, a little over a year ago, worked with other coaches, and it was a brutal experience. And so we're not going to get into the details, but it left us feeling a little jaded and left us feeling a little on shaky ground with trust of coaches. And we knew that we wanted to be a part of a mastermind that would really push us outside of our comfort zones where people were doing bigger things than we were. We haven't felt stretched like that in a while. So we knew that's what we were looking for. We're on the lookout for that. Your people are on the lookout for what you have. We're on the
Mhm.
lookout. We're scoping out coaches, seeing what's available. We actually talked, put a few different names up in the air. And then we didn't say yes to anybody right away. We were just playing it out. And then in the late fall, I believe, Kayla, you were the first one to tell me that Chris had a mastermind and Lori was going to be a part of it. And I was like, cool. Didn't really look into it.
Yeah,
We
I said the application is open. I think we should apply. I couldn't exactly find the link. I think I was out. I remember being at the dog park and listening to the podcast and thinking, okay, these are the people we need to be in the room with. And then that was immediately where the implementation ended. So I told you that was good.
Yeah, you told me. And we didn't know how much it was. We knew that it started in 2025. So maybe the urgency wasn't there in like mid late fall.
Mhm.
Then we take ourselves to the Oak Bay Beach Hotel on December 18th as our little Christmas party together.
Yeah.
After our event, we have our laptops out in the restaurant. We've got proof of this moment in time. Which is hilarious for another day. But we have our laptops out, and I pop on Instagram and I see a many chat pop up from either Chris or Lori's reel of, do you want to be in a room full of incredible entrepreneurs doing 7 and 8 figures? It spoke to me. I was like, yes, this was my easy yes. Yes, I do. I click on the many chat. I tell Kayla, I was like, I want to apply to this. And in that moment in time, Kayla had just sold her house, really upgraded, bought a new house that was a lot more money. It's Christmas time. There's kids, there's holidays, there's bills, there's lots of change and up level. And I remember you were like, I just don't think it's available right now. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to fill out the application.
Yeah,
And
like I thought it was going to throw my nervous system over the edge.
yeah. And so I said, okay, I still want to check it out. I don't know if I can do it on my own, but I want to check it out. I fill out the application. Your business has to make $500,000 to even qualify. Thankfully, we're just at that mark. So we were able to do that. Hurrah. And then at the end, it said to book a call and it said, do you want to add anyone to this call, your business partner? And so I said, Kayla, do you want to be added to this call? And she was like, yeah, obviously. So add Kayla to the
I knew
call.
I wanted it.
Yeah.
I was painting my basement at the time when you asked me if I wanted to be on the call. I'm like, yes, I'm currently doing everything I can. Yeah, put me on the call. Okay.
Yeah. Put you on the call. We get on the call again. What problem is Chris Harder's mastermind solving for us?
Mhm.
It's we know we're going to be around other successful business owners if the requirement to get in is 500,000. We know that we are going to be pushed. We know we're going to be stretched and coached and all of the things. Chris and Lori's network is incredibly vast. It was solving every problem that we felt like we're coming up against in our business right now. Financially, we want to grow. Network wise, we want to grow. We want to be pushed and challenged. That's the problem that it solves for us. We get on the call with Chris. We chat through with him about what it is that we're looking for. He explains to us how the mastermind will solve those problems, tells us the price point. Talk about nervous system regulation. We really had to adjust to what that was going to be. And in the end, there was no other response than yes. It was
Yeah.
yes.
We were not going to let money be the thing to hold us back from what we want because actually, I was just listening to their podcast this morning. This is a whole Chris and Lori adoration
Shout out.
episode. Shout out. I was listening to their podcast this morning, and Chris was saying that when you are short on time, you're very likely short on money. And when you're generous with your money, you're very likely generous with your time. They go hand in hand energetically. If you're in scarcity, you are in scarcity. If you're in abundance, you are in abundance.
Mm.
And that just made me think we made the decision that we're not going to sit in scarcity and hope for abundance. We can't do that. So here we are doing the big thing, and we're
So
very excited about it.
yeah, we're super excited about it. And we see this reflected in our mastermind. Our
Mhm.
mastermind isn't, I wouldn't say the majority of people in our mastermind are $500,000 a year earners. It's people who are looking to get to multiple six figures online.
Yeah.
That's, I would say, where our people are at. And again, the problem that we solve for those people is they're stuck trying to get to six figures or 250, 3, 4, $500,000 a year. And they're stuck. They can't get there. They want the network. They want to expand. They want to figure out how to go from one to many. That's the problem that we solve. And it becomes a very easy yes for every single person. Maybe it's you listening on the other end of this podcast. You're like, that is what I want. I do want to grow
Mhm.
my business. I do want more cash flow. I do want more entrepreneurial friends. I do want to become well known. I want to write books and get on stages and do all the things.
I do want to have a sounding board of coaches who are available during the business day to bounce ideas off of, to talk through things that I'm scared of, that I'm going for. That has to be the most, we haven't met the whole group yet. But for me, knowing that we can text our coach and voice note our coach and say, we're planning our big book launch. We're planning to do this live event on stage. We're planning to bring all these people together. And I have these questions about how to execute it. We have questions about how to open close our program, how to enroll people, we have questions. We need to know. We need to up level our skill set. And that's what we get with access to coaching.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mhm.
And that's where it became an easy yes for us. What
Mhm.
problem are they solving? We just
Mhm.
listed it out. What problem do we solve? We just listed it out. Is it an
Mhm.
easy yes for you? It's an easy yes for the people who want it.
Yeah,
We're
absolutely.
not
The
for
people.
everyone. You might be listening and thinking, no, I don't want to be pushed outside of my comfort zone. I don't want to grow. I don't want to make more money than my spouse. I don't want to be a multiple six-figure earner. I can't imagine why anybody wouldn't want those things. But, anyways, alas, there are people out there that don't want that. And so
Mhm.
then we're not for you. But we are for the people who are like, yeah, I'm absolutely going to invest in this and take my business to the next level.
Yeah. Yeah. Welcome in. Send us a DM at My Aligned Purpose on Instagram. We'll hook you up.
Yeah.
Okay, we have some examples of other easy yeses of things that we've bought, things that people have purchased from us that we've sold. And I have a list here to run through.
Go
You
for
ready? Okay, the first time I experienced real sales was going door to door, knocking and asking people if I could paint their house. I was solving the exact problem of the paint peeling off their house. If I knocked on a door of a house that was all vinyl or didn't have any wood on it or their paint was in good shape, they often would say, "No, I don't want you to paint my house." But we did interiors too. So we knocked on every single door.
it.
However, if I went up to a house that looked like, yeah, that could use a little touch up, then they often said, okay, give me an estimate. And once you're in the door and you're giving an estimate and you can connect with people and they need what you have, you can solve that problem. So painting is a very real example for me, maybe because I sold a many $1 billion of paint jobs, not really with a B, lots of paint jobs,
Mhm.
and then followed through by painting the house. It's like you're actually solving that exact problem. So when we think about where are we stuck in sales or we're coaching clients around it, I often think about the paint analogy. The paint is literally peeling off your house, and you either have to paint it yourself, or if you don't have time and you don't have the skill set to do that, you're going to hire someone to do that. How are you being the most useful version of yourself so that you can call the people in who need your help?
Mhm.
Number one. Another example, I do done for you Kajabi work where I can mirror your website, I can set up your Kajabi, I can do everything you need so you have a functioning Kajabi site in as little time as a week. That
Remarkable.
offer, I am a Kajabi expert and we're scaling it now so that I have the support to be able to take on Kajabi projects, get those executed, and then everything has my eyes on it before it goes to the client. There's one iteration usually. Usually it's a live fix on the call, and then we make the website live and off they go. And I give everyone the exact looms based on their website on how they can create coupons and send emails, and they have landing page templates and email templates. It's so easy once it's set up. But the huge problem is taking on Kajabi is a lot for someone who's never done it before. It's overwhelming,
Mhm.
it's confusing, it's a lot. Even people are like, yeah, I've worked in a lot of systems, I can handle it. It's a lot to understand. That's my love language. That's a whole other thing that I understand deeply is Kajabi. So I can set that up, execute it, solve that problem, and then you can do your own Kajabi. Then you can take it and run with it and run your business. So That's a clear yes for lots of people.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have an example?
An example, how we started our whole entire business.
Hmm.
Manifesting Money Masterclass was one of the most fun,
Hmm.
easiest creations for us because you loved money. I loved manifesting. I say loved because now we both love money and manifesting, but I didn't
Yes.
know I loved money then. And I don't think you knew you loved manifesting then. So we loved money and manifesting. We wanted to have a business. We knew we could figure out how to make a course and sell it. And we only sold to people we knew because we didn't have an email list or an Instagram or anything like that. So we just
Yeah.
put it out there to our current people that knew us personally and said, hey, you know me for manifesting. This is my friend Kayla. You're going to want to know her for money. We're creating this course together. That was a very easy yes for 50 people right off the hop when we had never been a business together before. So that was just such an easy yes. And what I love about that is it was an easy yes on both ends. Like you were just saying, Kajabi's easy for you. So it's an easy yes for you and it's an easy yes for the person who
Hmm.
wants that done. And Manifesting Money Masterclass was so easy and fun for us. And I know that people felt that. They felt our confidence and our excitement. And so if anybody was questioning, do I want to know more about manifesting money? We were the go-to people in June of 2020. If you were wondering about manifesting money, our magnet was all the way up. We were like, we are your people. It was such an easy yes. And now I just know that has translated over into all things coaching, whether it's cash flow or whether it's Aligned CEO Method, our main two offers in which you can work with us. It's an easy yes if you identify as a person who has a business that wants it to be profitable and scalable and sustainable and that you actually enjoy being in and you want to take it to the next level, whatever that next level is for you, then it's an easy yes to come work with us. We've got the tools, the resources, the mindset, the energy, the community, the coaching, the training, all of it. It would be silly to go anywhere else.
It is. The whole thing is lots of people working from home or working on your business have big dreams for your business. You want it to make a lot of money, but you feel like you're alone and you're trying to figure it out on your own. And you need a sounding board, you need some coaching, you need some expansion, you need resources. Like, pay for it, get it, and chase your dreams.
Yeah. So, what we want to leave everybody with is what problem are you solving? And if you're listening to this and you're thinking, I don't know, I don't really know what the problem is. Okay, let's think about this.
Hmm.
What have you ever been told in your life that you've been good at, or people love to go to you for? Or if your bestie or sister and you have ever had a late night talking and they're like, oh, I just need your advice on this. What have you been the go to person for in your life? And if you're like, yeah, but I don't want to create a business around that, like I've been the go to person of how to make a smoothie and I don't want to have a smoothie bar. Okay, then let's come back to the drawing board. Who do you want to work with? What do you want to do? And what problem can you identify that you will be solving? And have you ever lived through that yourself? For example, we help people with the big problem of sales. We love sales. Have we ever been in the situation where we've had to figure out sales? Yes. So that's why that's part of our experience of what it is. Ask yourself, what do I really want to do? Who do
Hmm.
I really want to help? Who do I not want to help? What problem can I solve? What problem can't I solve? Like just do the both sides of every single equation. Who do you want to work with? Who don't you want to work with?
Hmm.
What kind of work
Hmm.
do you want to do? What kind of work don't you want to do? What's the problem you're solving? What's the problem you don't want to solve? You'll get your answer. And then call us up or send us a DM and let's turn this into a money making business.
Yeah, can't wait to hear from you.
Okay. And then just remember that if it's not an easy yes for people right away, don't cut them off. Don't discredit that. They might just need to turn around, paint their basement, call you back up and say yes.
And you need to stand up and paint the vision for what's possible for them. If we had that call with our coach and he said, yeah, I don't really know how you're going to get there. I guess it's possible. We'd be like, okay, bye. I'm never talking to you again. You're not solving my problem.
Mhm.
And instead, he said, you are going to be in a room with everyone else who knows way more than you do. You need to be there for your enthusiasm and how you show up and how you show up for your clients. And leave the rest to us. We are going to help you explode. We're like, okay, let's go. Let's
Here
go.
for it.
Here
Yeah.
for it.
Let us know what problem you're solving. Can't wait to hear.
Okay, bye.